what are some top tips that you as a mother runner can use to help improve your running and prevent injury? Hi there, I'm Dr. Lynne Virant from the Movement Clinic in Pensacola, Florida, owner and physical therapist and running movement specialist. And I want to give you some tips that you can use as a mother runner to help you continue to run and stay injury-free. My top one is to add a warm-up and a cool down. Now, you probably already heard this before, but here's the thing. If you go to other videos I have on my channel, I have some great tips that are a little bit different than what you might be doing for your general warm-up and cool down. Why do you want to add a warm-up and cool down? Importance of adding a warm-up is it gives you an opportunity to see how your joints and your muscles are moving before you add some stress with running. And yes, running is not a big range of motion, but it's repetitive. And we want to make sure that you're moving well from your feet to your ankles, to your hips, your knees, and even your shoulders and your rib cage. So adding a warm-up. Next, add a cool down. I know, it's the first thing you want to do is just get in your car and head home. But a cool down gives you opportunity to bring your blood pressure and your heart rate and your breathing back down to your normal routine. And in doing so, it also gives you an opportunity to see where your body was strained a little bit or where you really pushed yourself during your running, and it gives you an idea of where you might need to pay a little bit more attention to make sure you're recovering well. Which leads me to my second tip, which is to add some mobility work. Now, I'm not just talking about stretching or yoga. One of my key ways I like to add mobility work is through some soft tissue work like foam rolling. Now, again, you might be really overwhelmed about what are some things that you can do. Some key areas that I want you to address are your calves and your feet, and then your hips. And I'm not just talking about the front of your hips, but also the back of your hips. Again, I have some great videos on this YouTube channel about how you can address those key areas and improve the way that you move so that you can both continue to run well and stay injury-free. And finally, the next big thing is strength training. I know, another thing. How are you going to add one more thing? Now, what I like to do is actually combine the strength training with the mobility work. So I'll do a little bit of mobility work, and then I'll do some key exercises, and I like to keep it really simple. Squats, lunges, calf raises, and some deadlift motion. And then again, keep it really simple, two-legged as a warm-up, and then one-legged to test one side versus the other side. So really, if you're feeling overwhelmed, pick one or two of those exercises. You can have some great videos on my YouTube channel about how to simplify your strength training and start to identify those key areas that you can improve to get stronger and build you up for your running. So what are those three things again? Add your warm-up and your cool-down. Number two, add some mobility work, and then combine that with your strength training. And here's another way to do this. If you add the cool-down and the warm-up as part of your strength training, it becomes more of a habit. You start to see where your body moves really well, and maybe you don't pay as much attention to those areas, but those key areas, like for me, my right side, every time, and when I got to pay attention to that side, then it really helps my running, and when I don't, I pay the price. So figure out what works for you, both a cool down and a warm up, your mobility work, and your strength training. Good luck with that, and let me know how you do.